I think it's okay to proceed.
Sounds great. Okay, we will call the July 10th GSB meeting to order at 10:03 a.m. Note for the record that all board members are in attendance, John being attending via phone, Candy and myself attending here in person. Could I please get a motion to approve the agenda for July 10th?
So moved.
Thank you, and a second?
Recording in progress.
Thank you. The approval of the agenda for July 10th moves forward. Can I please get an approval of the minutes from May 1st of 2025?
So moved.
Okay, thank you. We'll let John make the motion, and Candy, is that a second?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. The approval of the minutes from May 1st, 2025 is noted for the record. At this time, we're going to move to article number 2 under the agenda, attendance of guest participants. And if I could just go around the room and have people enter their name for the record, please, starting with Magistrate Riley.
Okay. Hi, Tammy Riley.
Thank you.
Aaron DeVore.
Thank you.
Heather Diakiniashi.
Megan Hardy. Kaylee Lafferty.
Thank you. Pat Lauer. Oh, sorry. Pat Lauer.
Judge Smith.
Thank you so much. All right, at this time, are there any public comments? Okay, hearing none, we will move to Article 3 of the agenda, which is the financial report, which will be presented by Diana Clark.
Thanks very much. So if you'll turn to the second to the last page in your budget packet, you'll see an overview of our budget year to date. We're halfway through the current year, and I'm pleased to report that for the most part, we are right on target with our spending. Overall, we're about 54% rather than 50%, so we're about 4% over budget. That seems predominantly due to the health benefits where we paid out about 73% year to date rather than 50%. That has to do with some extra monies that went out because of some of our FMLA stuff that couldn't be anticipated. But I think that, that'll probably get absorbed and taken care of before the end of the year. So in terms of our income, as previously noted, we've received the contributions from MHRB and Portage DD of $100,000 each. Since the last meeting, we received the probate court's generous contribution of $25,000 into our fund. We have collected $9,000 from JFS, but that was from the monies that were earned last year but paid this year. We're still able to collect $40,000 from JFS once those get invoiced. So between now and the end of the year, that $40,000 will be coming in. And then, as I mentioned at the last meeting, we are collecting some monies for probate guardianship administrative fees from some of the estates. Last month, I think it was at about $3,200, we're up to $4,900. So we budgeted about $10,000. We collected almost half of that. And going forward, I will be putting in additional requests for fees from the states as it is appropriate to do so. So that's pretty much where we are on the budget. The mobile phones are at about 0.5%, so I think we're okay on all of this stuff, but I'm happy to answer any questions or concerns from the board.
Do any of the board members have any comments or questions about the budget review?
I don't have any.
Thank you. Okay.
In that case, if we could have a motion to approve the budget.
Sure. Would somebody please move to approve the budget?
So moved.
Thank you. Can I get a second, please? Thank you. All in favor of the budget has been approved.
Thank you. So you'll recall last year I did a very preliminary draft budget in September just so we could start talking about it and be better prepared to look at a draft budget at the November meeting, which is the last meeting of the year. So I'm going to plan to do that same thing this year. I'm still not giving up on the Board of Commissioners helping us with funding, and I will continue to talk with Jackie Petty as to how we can approach that for next year. And as I get into our caseload and case planning, you'll understand why I want to do that. But at any rate, I will have sort of a very rough draft of a proposed budget at our next meeting to discuss.
Sounds great, thank you.
Just so you know, we have moved into our new offices. That happened last Friday. Very smooth. Big shout out to Shannon Kautzman and Claire Philpott of the county for everything they did. They helped make that transition smooth. County maintenance men had us moved in less than an hour from the old office to the new office. A big shout out to Jordan Jones and the probate court for all the IT support that we got. That was absolutely seamless. Jordan got all the equipment ordered and set up, and once we moved in, all we had to do was connect our Ethernet to our laptops, and everything just fired up perfectly. We had the Wi-Fi that we needed to operate our phones, so huge thank you to the court and to Jordan for getting all that set up. So we're very comfortable in those offices now. Of course, we have one case manager who's out on FML leave and won't be back until September, but all of her stuff has been moved over. We'll just get a new office chair ordered for her, and then she should be all ready to go as well. So very happy about that. It's extremely convenient. It's just a stone's throw from the court in the Riddle building, and so we're actually very convenient at those offices. So thanks to everybody for helping us with that. In terms of our operations overview, so up until this point, we've been hovering at about 52 to 55 cases all through this year. And I had actually thought we were going to have a much higher caseload coming into 2025 than we ended up having because of wards and prospective wards that had passed away. But right now, that's kind of caught up to us. We currently have 60 active appointments out of the 84 active public guardianships. We have 70% of those now, actually about 71%, 70.4. We have 3 pending referrals. I know it says 1 on the sheet, but there were 2 extras that came in. Of the pending referrals, we have 12 pending hearings. One of those I know for sure is probably going to end up in a family member appointment. But that said, we have 60 active cases and 11 hearings where we might be appointed as guardian. So that's going to very quickly put us at the 70 cases that we consider to be a cap given our current circumstances. Because the board has wanted to continue to see the referral sources, I have those listed on this sheet so you can see of the 60 cases where those referrals came from. And of the pending cases, you can see where the referrals came from, 1 from APS, 4 from the probate court, 7 from nursing homes. The demographics shows you the breakdown. We continue to be about half men and half women in our appointments. Most of them are over the age of 60. Mental health diagnosis, we've got over 50% have a mental health diagnosis. 14 have a DD diagnosis, and a little under half have a dementia diagnosis. So, talking about caseloads, I know we've discussed this many times, but I think going forward, I'm going to have to put the brakes on these 3 pending hearings that we've got. I'm going to let the nursing homes know why. And it's not that we're rejecting them, it's just that we're putting them in the queue until these other things get straightened out. One of them is from Majestic Care, a woman who's 84 years old with dementia. She was discharged from the hospital to Majestic Care, but they can't make arrangements for her because her family members aren't cooperating. Majestic Care thinks her family members are keeping her money and not willing to pay for her Medicaid long-term care. So that is a problem situation, although it's not a medical problem. The other one is also from a nursing home, Avenues at Aurora, 73 years old, has mental health and physical impairments that require guardianship. And then the third one is also from the nursing home Gardens, 68 years old with dementia, depression, PTSD, and anxiety. So all of these are extremely viable candidates that don't have anybody to help them, and we would, under normal circumstances, be very happy to step forward and take their cases, but we're not going to be able to do so. So that said, and then I just learned, speaking with Candy this week, that we have a DD referral that's going to be coming over to us. That sounds like it's a situation where we really can be of assistance to this person. Going forward, I think our referral priority needs to be, the group of first priority has to be MHRV, Portage DD, and the probate court and APS. We'll take those for filing in the order received unless there are exigent circumstances, and then we'll sub-prioritize them in terms of which of the pending in that group needs to be pushed to the head of the line. With respect to the Portage DD referral that we just got, we will be able to accommodate that, so as soon as I get the referral over from Portage DD, I'll go ahead and get that initiated. Second level of priority is going to be the nursing homes. We will prioritize those in terms of their urgent medical needs first, and then urgent funding or financial needs next, because we don't want them to get kicked out of the nursing homes because arrangements can't be made to keep them safe and well, and to make sure that they have benefits in place. So that's my proposed plan in terms of how to deal with our current demographics and caseload demands, and I'm happy to entertain further discussion.
Is there any board discussion that needs to be had regarding Diana's proposed plan for new applications?
I think it sounds reasonable, sounds prudent, I think it's good planning.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, John.
So in connection with my earlier comments about the Board of Commissioners, if the board agrees and Judge Smith agrees, I'd like to do a presentation to the board in the next month or so to just kind of give them an overview of where we are after 2 years of operations. I mean, we've received about 100 referrals in 2 years' time, which is just breathtaking when you think about it. And, you know, has already hit our capacity in terms of ability to manage cases. And I think the Board of Commissioners needs to know this and needs to know, you know, the benefit that we've been providing and how it hurts Portage County elderly vulnerable residents if they can't have a guardian appointed when one needs to be appointed. And so I just want to be able to make the board aware so that they know that we are in the process of having to turn people away because we don't have enough funding to be able to hire another case manager. And I think that because we're publicly funded, we have a duty to let the board know what that situation is.
Well, and potentially by the time you present to them, we will have turned people away.
Yes, I expect that is so.
Okay.
We have hearings scheduled through August 25th at the present, so by August 25th, we shall have absorbed these 11 pending cases, taking us from 60 to 71.
Okay, I think that's a reasonable. Yes.
Do you need anyone to let you know?
You know what, that would probably be
I
helpful,
would be happy
so
to attend as well.
I'll let you know as soon as we get something set up. I'll talk with Jackie Patty and see what she thinks would be a good time to do
Okay,
that.
sounds great.
It's also a good way to just kind of plant a bug in their ear that, you know, we will be requesting the funding support next year. We're very grateful for the in-kind office space that they provided to us, but, you know, we are actually going to need some bucks to continue helping county residents.
Sounds good.
So that's all I have to report. Happy to entertain any questions or new topics that the board might have.
I have nothing further, do you? John, any further comments?
No, I don't, thank you.
Okay.
So in terms of our current staffing, it'll continue to be myself and another case manager until our second case manager returns on probably.
Okay. Well, thank you, Diana, for all your hard work. I know it's difficult to manage an organization like this with limited staff. So I thank you for stepping up to the plate and doing what needs to be done for our residents. If there is nothing further from anybody in the gallery, I will take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you. Can I have a second? Second. Thank you. We are adjourning at 10:18, which may be a record.
No, I think it ties the last record.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Considering we started at 10:10.
Right? Well,
Yeah, there you go.
great. You started.
so.
All right, thank
So
you very
15 minutes.
Yes,